IPID Senior investigator Nomsa Masuku returns to the Madlanga Commission in Pretoria this morning. The commission is probing allegations of political interference, corruption and criminal infiltration in the criminal justice system. Well, SABC News reporter Canny Maphanga is there and has more on that story. Canny, the wheel is still turning and there's just so much to discuss. Still, talk to us about something that came out of yesterday.
Indeed. Good morning to you, Leanne, and to the viewers. While the nation is eagerly awaiting that particular State of the Nation address, the work of the Madlanga Commission, which is actually quite relevant to the issues that are going to be ventilated in that said address, will continue here at the Bridget Mabandla Justice College. We're still currently on the city of Ekurhuleni and the alleged extent of the rot that had engulfed that particular municipality, especially with its law enforcement agency, that is the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department. IPID becomes very critical in this testimony because they are the former watchdog and they are quite intimately involved in cases relating to the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department. That is the Emmanuel Mbense murder, and then of course the investigation into the alleged conduct or the alleged parallel structure of Commissioner Julius Mkhwanazi under the city of Ekurhuleni that was allegedly shielded from any form of accountability through allegedly the city manager, the HR head, and the legal head, with the last two being suspended, and then of course Dr. Imogen Mashazi then taking that particular retirement. Why the IPID evidence is important is because it won't only go into that evidence, but it will also deal with reforms that are needed in that particular space, especially for the watchdog. Because what we're hearing from the first evidence from Thuso Kefelakai, who is the acting national head of investigations for IPID, that there are structural challenges which make it easy for institutions or alleged shadowy figures to avoid accountability, especially in the local government space. He states that whilst the South African Police Services is highly regulated, it's quite easy to ensure compliance in that regard. It's not as challenging as would be with the Metro Police. And the clear example that he's given is the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department, showing that it is quite difficult for them to achieve compliance in that regard. And when their recommendations are flat out ignored, like that of the instance of Julius Mkhwanazi, their hands are pretty much tied. With all those structural challenges that Thuso Kefelakai seeks to paint to the Commission or convey to the Commission in his opening statement, it will become quite relevant to the evidence of Masuku, who will be continuing today, regarding the investigation into the Emmanuel Mbense murder, which is now 4 years in the making without any form of arrests or prosecutions to date. That is the case of the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department, allegedly in collaboration with these reservists or private security firms, conducting operations that seemingly were supposed to be legal. However, there had been an element of alleged criminality that you would see, such as the Emmanuel Mbense murder, where it resulted in an extortion case gone wrong. We'll elaborate in the next hour regarding those details about IPID, its role in this particular testimony, and what it tells us about reforms and the status of those criminal cases involving EMPD officials, as well as those police reservists. All that and more in the next hour.
All right, Canny, thank you. Thanks so much for filling us in. There's just so much to be watching at the moment, so we're so grateful you've got your eye on that and able to give us a recap of what happened yesterday at the Madlanga Commission.